Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Prokhorovka Encounter, and it's under the command of Silly Boy 1. One mark of excellence on the barrel. Game's underway. 155mm howitzer mounted in a swivel bracket on top of an M41 Walker Bulldog hull. The M44 is probably the most profitable RT in the game, mainly because of the sheer firepower. 17 seconds between each shot. He's not using premium consumables, and in fact actually he's got an empty slot. So number 6 could be used for premium consumables or for a fire extinguisher, but he hasn't loaded them. But he has loaded a camo net. Now hopefully if he actually puts a rammer in there and a GLD, he will massively increase his fire rate as well as do quite a lot of damage to the enemy. I think I'm pretty sure that 17 seconds is the base amount. So yeah, he's got a nice little bush to hide behind here. At least I think it's the base amount. I'm pretty sure it is, yes, because or maybe with a GLD and rammer already in. He's ready to shoot and just needs to start aiming at the enemy as soon as the enemy appears. And it's a good position to be in because this is an encounter battle. It's all about the cap. So he wants to get shots on anybody who actually comes into the cap to get the resets. Tier 6 game, so he's top tier. Tier 5 tanks in it. First target, BDR-G1B. Rounds out in front of him. Actually hits him. So the shell went long and he hit the target square on. And he's picked up some stun assist already because the BDR parked himself right up on top. Got taken out. Looks like everyone fired at the same target at the same time. So, bad move by the BDR. The next enemy target's an Achilles. He's over on the other side of the battlefield. It'll take him a little while to dial in, but he's getting there. Almost ready. Okay, he's ready straight away. Rounds out. Direct hit! And you can see the SU-122A was also firing in that direction. He pulls back a bit from the bush. A KV-1's come into sight. He's dialing in on that target instead. Guy stops. He fires around just before he was absolutely ready, but he still gets the kill from a splash kill. The KV-1 took damage just before the shell arrived, and as a consequence he was low enough hit points that the shell took him out. But up on top of the hill, it's get down and boogie. Yes, one of those boogies. That joke is never going to go away, I'm afraid. What a name for a tank. IKV 103 T-34-85, and I think there was another tank there as well, but the Baguette Panther actually dropped off the top of the hill, went down below. Oh, it's an M10. That was the other tank. He fires one in. Oh my god, he's killed a Hellcat with a blind shot. He was aiming for the N10, but there was a Hellcat in the way, and the poor little Hellcat took the round and died. And it's a blind kill, so we don't see the amount of damage he did, but I suspect that he wiped that guy out with just one shot. So he might have been a full penetrating round, and, well, the Baguette Panther just took some track damage, but he's moving again. And we've lost sight of him temporarily, but hopefully if we can get him back, that will be another kill. He's loaded. Fires a blind shot in. We can't see the guys up on top of the hill, but we can see the Baguette Panther now at last. Oh! He dived off the edge into the dip to avoid shells and died in the process. So that's one less enemy we have to worry about. Okay, he's looking into this area. I think that's the wreck of the T-34-85 there. And of course the Hellcat. It's very nice when you get blind shot kills like that one, because it proves that even though you aim for one target, you can hit another and get a lucky kill. And that's happened more times than I care to remember. Yes, I've actually had those sort of things happen myself. You fire at one target and hit something completely different, and they take the full brunt of it instead. Poor little Hellcat didn't survive very long. He fires in on the reverse slope, probably to keep those guys awake. Now going to wait for the bushes. We're 2 tanks up on the enemy at the moment, so the team's doing quite well. Aims another fire shot at the bushes. We know that there were still some teammates or still some enemies up there, so and I don't think they've moved further forward because our Baguette Panther's up at the top of the hill as well. He's having a quick spot every now and then to see where the enemy is. Enemy RT in this game, M44 Bishop AMX 13AM. Well, the Bishop's short range RT, so he's going to have to be somewhere along the 6 line or the 7 line on the other side of the railway tracks, because if he tries to come over this side, he's going to get spotted and taken out the game. The other two, well, they could be anywhere on the battlefield, but more than likely I would say they're going to be in the row of bushes on the west side of the railway line. That's more than likely. He's using his right hand mount button down to have a quick look elsewhere, looking for any damage that might be being caused to scenery or objects. The Baguette Panther's moving up to have a quick spot. Hasn't spotted anything. Yeah, he's still holding his aim, but looking back, depressing his right hand mouse button and then pulling back. He's fired a blind shot in. Again, this time no damage, but it does keep the enemy on their toes. An enemy VK has been spotted in the south end of the map, and he's now looking at that one. He's gone unsighted, but we can presume that he is headed south, just waiting for one of his teammates to spot him. Oh, he fired his round too premature. The VK's moved further back. He's taking a lot of damage, and the next round is going to be ready momentarily, but unfortunately target's dead. We're now putting pressure on the enemy by capping. A Hellcat's in the cap, so the enemy's going to have to come up and do something about that. They've still got a large number of tanks. They've still got 7 tanks. As far as we can tell, 3 on the hill, 4 elsewhere. The Ram 2's just been found over on the west side. Oh, and an IKV 103's come up to try and kill the Hellcat, get a reset. Lining up the shots, get it right. Round out, this should be a kill. It is. Beautiful, but the enemy did get a reset on the Hellcat. In fact, they've got more than one reset. A T-34-85 went into the cap area, and we've now got an M10 up on top of the hill. He's lining up a shot, fires it blind. It goes long. It was a good shot, but it was long. And that T-34-85 just kills the Hellcat, and now the enemy's capping. Okay, he's going to deal with this M10 now. Line up, rounds out. And he kills him this time. He probably did damage him the last time. And the enemy RT's just been found. The Bishop was exactly where I thought he would be. Other side of the railway tracks. And in amongst the bushes. And he's about to be killed. The M44 on the enemy team's been killed. There goes the Bishop. There's only 2 enemies remaining. He just smacked the T-34-85 because he got a reset. And we can see the destruction he's causing as he's moving through the cap area. And you look for any signs of destruction. That will tell you where the enemy is. It looks like he's around about there. Didn't get a reset this time though. But we can hear the destruction going on. If you listen hard enough when you're playing as Arty and you go to Battle Assistant, you can hear that telltale crinkling noise of scenery being knocked over and destroyed. Oh, a lovely nut shot there and another reset. But he didn't get much in the way of reset from that one. There's only one enemy RT left. It's the AMX 13AM. He must be up on top of the hill, I would think. Because it's the only place that our team hasn't looked. And he's probably not on the reverse slope, which means he's somewhere in the centre. Oh, I just saw the tracer coming off. Yes, he's in that bush. Just a bit further there. Bit further over. Just over there. That's where he is. He's in that bush because he was shooting at somebody down below. And we saw the tracer come out of the bush. You have to have an eagle eye as an RT player, and usually you spot things like that in your peripheral vision. Once learned, never forgotten. That Stug's going to discover him any second. Oh, he's moved. He has moved. He must be headed north. He must be headed north. They're looking over the other side, but we definitely saw the tracer, so he must be headed north towards us. And he might be down next to the water now, in the river, just below us. He's looking over the other side of the battlefield, but I'm pretty certain that he was up on top of the hill. I saw the tracer. I reckon they'll discover him in the water. There he is. He is in the river. Yep. Down below. Lining up a shot. Fires around in. Gets a nice bit of damage. But it doesn't kill him. But here goes the kill shot from somebody else. And the kill shot goes to the Stug 3G. And that ends the game. I'm pretty certain the moment he fired up top of the hill, he made a move quickly to come down the other side. He must have realised that they were going to come up from the south. Here's the end of battle stats. It's a second class tanker for Silly Boy 1 in the M44. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 18 in this one. He also managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. And he got a brothers in arms because he platooned with somebody else who also managed to get 3 kills. Let's have a look at the team score. And we can see that the other player was the T-34 at 85 on his team, who managed to get 4 kills as well. And so they both pick up brothers in arms. When it came to damage in that game, it was the M10 RBFM on the enemy team managed to get the highest amount, 1,397 hit points, only 3 hit points in it. And he beat Silly Boy 1 just by 3 hit points. Did he pick up the high caliber? No, he didn't, but he got a defender because he reset the cap on the Hellcat. So 1,394 hit points for Silly Boy 1. And the next high scorer was the Stug 3G, who finished the game with 1,144. When it came to kills, it was shared between the M44 of Silly Boy 1 and T-34-85, got 4 kills each. 2 kills went to the M44 on the enemy team. Nobody else managed to get more than 1 kill. And when it came to base XP, it was Silly Boy who managed to get the highest, 911 base to him. 668 went to the M36 Jackson, 649 went to the T-34-85. He fired 19 rounds in that game, got 4 direct hits, 2 penetration, 13 splash. Damage of 1,394 hit points, of which 1,262 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 4, did 718 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns, and he got 17 defense points when he reset the enemy T-34-85 in the cap. On a free-to-play account, he earned 24,006 credits from the game, and after ammunition resupply, still took away a profit of 14,411 credits. It still holds true that the M44 is the most profitable RT in the game, or at least it's most profitable non-premium tank in the game, because it generates so much return for its work. 911 base XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, 456 from personal missions payout, so that must be a 50%er, and took away 2,278 experience points altogether. He says M44 an unlucky Hellcat. Well, it was a very unlucky Hellcat. That guy parked in it just the wrong place, and the M10 RPFM, who turned out to be the best player in the game, or rather the best player, I should say, not the best player, the player with the most damage in the game, pulled back at just the right moment to avoid the shell, and the Hellcat took it instead. What an unlucky guy. He must have been thinking, why me? Why me? Anyway, if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.